Have you wondered about what happens to plastics when they're not thrown away? Plastics take a long time to degrade and can make their way to the ocean, producing many environmental problems. These collections of trash form gyres, which spin clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere due to the Coriolis effect. There are 5 main trash gyres, with the largest one being in the northern Pacific Ocean. This trash is accumulating as a result of all countries polluting. However, because of increased population and consumption, developed countries contribute to this problem more than developing countries. The trash is mostly plastic, and there are 5.25 million pieces of plastic debris in the ocean. These plastics are a huge threat to ecosystems. This is a big concern because no individual country is responsible for the pollution, and this needs to be addressed globally.
The ocean's health is gravely affected by the accumulation of trash and plastics in our oceans. This affects the entire ecosystem and can lead to numerous problems. For example, studies have shown ingested marine debris is quite common in samples of dead and captured seabirds and turtles, indicating that many marine organisms mistake small bits of plastic and trash for food. Ingestion of marine debris causes various effects on marine life, including reducing the absorption of nutrients in the gut, reducing the amount of space for food in the gizzard and stomach, uptake of the toxic substances that compromise the debris, and mechanical blockages of the digestive processes. Aside from consuming the marine debris, many marine organisms become entangled in the debris, which is suspected to result in significant direct physical harm and mortality in marine species. Another main problem is manufactured plastics polluting the ocean. After coming into contact with the sun, manufactured plastic products that enter the ocean just continue to break into smaller and smaller pieces called microplastics. The products break into microplastics because plastic does not decompose. Pre-production plastics, or nurdles, are small plastic petals that are later melted and molded to produce everyday plastic products. Massive quantities of these nurdles often spill off ships and into the sea. Scientists are concerned that plastics, particularly microplastics and nurdles, are able to absorb, concentrate, and deliver toxic compounds to organisms that ingest them. This is a huge problem since fisheries contribute greater than 20% of the average per capita animal protein intake for more than 1.5 billion people. These bioaccumulation effects are significant, particularly at the risk of populations of small island states and developing nations who derive 90% of their animal protein from fish.
So now that we understand the negative effects that so much pollution has on our oceans, it's important to understand different methods that are being used to reduce its effects on the climate and the environment. Some small companies around the world are focusing on creating small and cheap inventions that help take out the pollution from the ocean. These include things as simple as a boat dragging a large net across the ocean to clean up, or machines that pick up the pollution in order to, again, remove the waste. The issue with these things is that sometimes the areas where the pollution is at are so large and so compacted that they can be up to the size of Texas. So the best method for us to remove the effects and to help fix this issue is simply taking care of our environment. Do a little thing. When you go to the beach, pick up bottles. Make sure that your trash ends up in the trash. And if it's not your trash, we'll still pick it up. And even more importantly, I know we all know recycling. Reuse, reduce, recycle, but more importantly, refuse. Refuse to use single-use plastic. You would not know how far that effort goes. By reducing and reusing and recycling the plastic in our world, that means it doesn't end up in the ocean, and I think that's the most important part of this. But again, refusing the straws and refusing bags means we do not have to worry about putting trash away because the trash was never there to begin with.